And so I said, well, okay. And I just didn't know what he was going to say, you know? And so, the school he went to, they had chapel. So and he, it's, he's always had this, and, we're not, I mean, we're Christians, but we're not like, it's not like we go to church 5 times a week or something like that.
At this point, we've been kicked out of church.
Yeah, we had been kicked out of church. Yeah, we were actually going through a pretty rough time where we didn't have a church at the time. We weren't going to church because they couldn't handle them in the nursery. And their response was, well, hey, why don't you start a special needs class? That's another story. So, everything he was getting besides bedtime prayers basically was from school, with the chapel. And so he sat down, and it was like the eye of a hurricane, because he had been Cat 5 for 4 hours, and I was sitting like this, and he just sat down between my legs and just leaned back, and he put his hand on this children's Bible, and it just said this really short prayer. He just said, "Dear God, fix my brain. Amen." And I just, I said, "Oh, that's a good prayer, buddy." And
you had told him too that God's always around him. God's always there to help him.
Yeah.
That he doesn't need to be afraid.
And I think we would later learn. He hadn't said anything, but I think he was hearing voices and seeing things already. We just didn't know it.
We did, yeah.
But he said that prayer, and then he just looked at me and said, "Is that good?" I said, "Yeah, that's good."